water, and welcome back to another episode of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Classic Mode. Today we're going to be doing Samus. Why are we doing Samus? Because I've been playing Metroid Dread recently, and I've been really enjoying myself. I'm playing it on hard mode, since I already beat it on the easiest difficulty. Honestly, I'll be 100% honest. I'm trying to see if I can beat it on hard mode, because I don't have the confidence to play Dread on the channel. Because I thought that when I first played Dread, I died a lot. Dread is not an easy game. Or at least for me it isn't. So I'm playing it on hard mode. If I can pull it off on hard mode, I'm 100% playing it on the channel. Because then at that point I've proved to myself, hey, you played it on hard mode, you beat it on hard, there's no way that normal mode is going to give you any difficulty. And we're actually going to be able to freaking, show off a little bit of skill this time around. Anyway, I already know what today's question of the day is. I'm going to mention it now already because I can. We're going to mention it right at the beginning of the video. I'm going to go 5.0 for everyone. I want to see how far we get. But anyway, today's question of the day, it's very simple. Which of Samus' suits is your favorite? So, that should be fairly simple. Samus has quite a few suits, actually, now that I think about it. That's enough of that. Oh my god! I'm so glad that I can actually go through the stage, otherwise I would have died there. Completely forgot about Charge Shot. Goodbye. But yeah, Samus has the basic power suit, right? Which I think is my personal favorite, or at least the power suit from Zero Mission is probably my personal favorite. Then she's got her Varia suit, the Gravity suit, oh, it's King K. Rool. Oh, how clever. I mean, obviously it's King K. Rool. It's Kraid is who it's meant to be. Ow. That hurt. Samus also has, wait, because she has... Who died? I did. I did. I'll use my ticket. She's got the Power Suit, Varia Suit, Gravity Suit. Those are her three basic suits from most of the games. Then she has the Fusion Suit and the Dread Suit, which are two different suits. Even though they look very similar, they're two different suits. Because then she also has... the PED suit, which is the suit from Corruption. She has a suit from oh god, she has a suit from what the from Prime 2. She has a suit from Prime 2. The dark suit. She has one called the Phazon suit. I know that's from one of the Prime games. I don't know which one. I think it's Prime 1. That's what I want to say, at least. I don't know for sure, but I think I am correct in stating that it's from the Prime games. There we go. Goodbye. There's only 2 Metroid games that I haven't beaten now that I think about it. Or, well, 2D Metroid games. I haven't beaten any of the 3D ones. I have gotten very far in both Corruption and, Basic, or Prime 1. I just keep forgetting to continue playing Prime 1. How you doing, Kraid? But apart from that, Prime 1 is actually really fun. But I think my favorite Metroid game it's probably a tie between Dread and Zero Mission. The two 2D Metroid games that I've never beaten are Fusion, because of its difficulty, and the fact that the first time I played through it with a Wii U gamepad, which doesn't help in gameplay at all. Now that I can do it with a Pro Controller since I have the Nintendo Online stuff, I can probably pull it off. I don't know, probably. That might, I thought, for a second there, I thought that would kill me. Goodbye. And Super Metroid. I think I've gotten pretty close to beating Super Metroid. I think I got to the point where I had the gravity suit already. No. Did I? The last thing I remember was, like, the ghost ship or whatever the heck it was. This might be where I die. Probably. Yeah, probably. This isn't looking too good for me. Completely forgot I had missiles, I'll be honest. Ow. Thought that would work. Obviously it didn't. I like how they just stand there and take it. I love it. Oh, well, it was worth a shot. Goodbye. I know Samus back air kills. Like, I know Samus's moveset fairly well in Smash. The problem is that I'm just not used to it, right? I don't play Samus often. But I know a few things. Like, I know, you know, down throw into forward air usually works on most characters. Gotta be careful with that. Don't want to walk into that myself and get myself killed. Oh, what the freaking got out of it? How? I also know that it's usually a good idea to, what is it, spam, or not spam, but you can combo with up air. Up air can combo into up air. If you do it correctly and you read correctly. Damn! That was lucky. There she goes again with a damn tornado. This is a prime stage, isn't it? Idiot. That worked out really well. That worked out really, really well for me. Jesus. Okay, then. Hi, how you doing? My problem with Super Metroid, the reason I never beat Super Metroid was, simply the fact that it's... If someone were to ask me, what's the first Metroid game you should play, I would have to be 100% honest and just go ahead and say, I think that no matter when you were born or whatever, you should play, Super Metroid first. Because even though I don't enjoy Super Metroid, the whole reason that I do not enjoy Super Metroid is simply the fact, and that's like the same reason why I've never beaten it. I'm too used to Samus being like a character that would fall quickly in her games, right? Because in Zero Mission, Fusion, Dread, Samus Returns, all of those games, she falls fast, right? Like, she has some gravity to her, is what I'm trying to say. This is the first time we're fighting both of these idiots, I think. I don't even think we fought both of these guys when we had Link. Jesus. That is surprising to me. that I actually pulled off better with Samus than I did with Link. I did use a ticket, though, so that doesn't really count. What the f is happening? Whoa, 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 whoa. No! Okay. Yeah, no. Misa don't like this! Misa don't like this! Oh, Jesus! Okay. I got true comboed. they comboed me. They got me good. They got me real good. Jesus. Okay, how you doing? I remember I used to play a little bit of ZSS back in oh god, Smash 4 days. Yeah, just a tiny bit, not a lot. I used to play it mostly specifically on 3DS, not Wii U. After I got Wii U, I just started playing Link again. Again, I think the character that I'm most used to is probably Link. Like, just in most Smash games, like, overall, it's probably just Link. However, if we're talking about the character that I've probably spent the most amount of time playing, and playing them competitively and competently, probably either Ike or Pyramithra. Pyramithra were the whole reason that I ended up getting into Xenoblade Chronicles. And, you know, obviously, that's something big to me because Xenoblade Chronicles has, you know, beaten out games like Zelda and everything else for me. Like, I don't think there will ever be a game that is on Xenoblade Chronicles level. Or series. Because before Xenoblade Chronicles came out, my favorite series was probably, at that point, Fire Emblem. But before Fire Emblem was Zelda. 100% Zelda. Zelda was always a series that I absolutely adored. Always has been, I think always will be. It was always just a situation of, I had never really beaten a lot of the Zelda games until after Breath of the Wild came out. Because I think before BOTW came out, the only Zelda game that I had really beaten was Ocarina. And I had beaten Ocarina multiple times by that point. Because I was just, like, absolutely obsessed with Ocarina when I played it. And I was frustrated with it because I would never be able to get past, like, the dungeons myself. I ended up having to, like, look stuff up because I was always super confused. I was a kid at the time. I was, like, freaking... I don't know how old I was. But I was young enough to not really understand what was going on. It doesn't also help that I wasn't really paying attention to what the characters were saying. Of course, now I have the full story and I understand everything. Especially because I've read Hyrule Historia. And Zelda is still one of my favorite series. If I had to rank, like, my top 5 favorite series of all time, it'd probably be Xenoblade Chronicles, and then a tie between Zelda and Fire Emblem for second and third place. Those two would just switch depending on what games you're talking about, right? Then it would probably be Metroid. Metroid is up there. And then I would have to say, because even though it's only like 3 games, and I've only ever really played one of them, I would still count it because that series is absolutely, or that one game is just absolutely fantastic, and I hope that at some point Nintendo decides to make another one, Kid Icarus, because Uprising is such a damn good game. I really, really wanted to play Uprising on the channel, but I don't have a capture card for like 3DS. I don't have any of that stuff to really record Kid Icarus Uprising, and it annoys me. I'm gonna have to find some way of doing it, even if I have to like spend $100 and some to get a like a 3DS with a capture card already attached to it. Because there's so many 3DS games that I want to play on the channel that it's not even funny. Like, Samus Returns is something that I'd want to play on the channel. Ocarina of Time 3D. A Link Between Worlds, which is probably one of, if not my favorite one of my favorite Zeldas. It's my favorite 2D Zelda. That's without a shadow of a doubt. The problem is that I think I like Twilight Princess and Wind Waker more. Just because I really like the 3D dungeons, but you know what? I love the items in Dude, how is Robin that freaking high? How is Robin's score that high? Where even is he? Here he is. 9.2? What the f... How... I'm not even gonna question it, man. Whatever. It makes sense that it's called Thunder and Flames now that I think about it, because I don't think there's... Is there a basic wind tome in Awakening? I don't know. It's been so long since I played Awakening, it's not even funny. But yeah, no, and I have no problem admitting that, like, my favorite franchises are all come from Nintendo. It's not my fault. Nintendo puts out, like, fantastic content consistently. I mean, if you just take a look at Nintendo's, the games Nintendo has put out on the Switch, right? You look at that and you're like, oh my god. Good god, these guys have put out some incredible games on the Switch. Oh my, I just looked at the screen, I saw one character, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to play that game on the channel at some point. We need to play Pikmin at some point. Only Pikmin 1. I didn't beat Pikmin 2. I know people love Pikmin 2, but I didn't really like it. There was something about it that I was just like, eh. I think it was like the whole dungeon, or like the cave exploring thing, and taking away the time limit was just like, oh, but it doesn't really feel like Pikmin anymore. But anyway, we're gonna end it today. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please share the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to hit that bell icon so you get notified when I make a video. I upload a new video every single day of the week at 5:30 PM EST. Today's question of the day, as I already stated, is which of Samus's suits is your favorite? I think my personal favorite, it's probably a tie between her base power suit from Zero Mission and the Dread suit. And every version of the Dread suit. The suit that she has in Dread just looks so freaking cool. It's not even funny. Like, that suit is awesome. Especially when you get to, like, the Gravity suit and the Various suit in that game, and it changes up to match with those colors. It looks so damn cool. And, of course, the spoiler suit at the end of Metroid Dread. By the way, if you haven't played Metroid Dread, what are you doing? Even if you've never played a Metroid game before, play Dread. Well, actually, I take that back, because, again, then I would go back to that. Unless you feel that you could deal with having to deal with, like, an older version of how a character controls, right? Especially with Samus, it's so difficult, though, in the Metroid games, because she controls so differently now than how she used to. She moves so much quicker now than she used to. Because, I swear, she's so floaty in Super Metroid. It's just, it throws me off so much that I just can't pull off the platforming in that game. And also the fact that there's a run button in that game. Like, how was I meant to know that? I spent like 20 minutes trapped in that one room, and I didn't know that there was a run button. I had to look it up, and when I found out there was a run button, I was like, huh? But why? Like, Zero Mission came out after this game. Zero Mission doesn't have a run button. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Classic Mode.